Hi, it's me again with Corel Tips and Tricks, part 2 of this. Just yesterday I made this and I said the possibilities are endless. So I changed it to this, which looks like a woven pattern. A little more difficult, and I'm not going to go through how I want to have to. We're going to go in, and this is still grouped together from part 1, and we're going to fill these in and get our what I call a slow S. And then by this being grouped together, we can grab that and move it out of the way. And then we're going to weld this and left click, no fill, right click, outline. I'm going to rotate it 45 degrees, just 45 degrees, just like I did at first, and then Control D and mirror it. But here's what I'm going to do different. I'm going to go to Effects and Contour, and I am going to contour each of these 0.15 to the outside. I'm going to get both of them, contour them. I'm going to select them all. You can see we got 4 objects selected. I'm going to go to Group or Object and break the 4 objects apart. Now, the easiest way for me to do this is kind of do it in stages. So I'm going to go ahead and Control G to group it, so later on I can move it out of the way. And I'm going to get my Smart Fill tool. Well, I'm going to get my Virtual Segment Delete key first. And if I'm going to hold down my Alt key, that helps me draw a straight line. So if I cut those, I need to leave these. So I need to cut these, I need to leave those. If I cut that, I need to leave that. If I cut that, I need to leave that one, and I'll cut that. Now, I've only done half of it, but it's easier for me to do it like start with what you cut, and you'll see here in just a second what I'm talking about. So here's the pieces basically I cut. So the other pieces need to be cut the other way. So we're going to take our Virtual Segment Delete key, holding down the Alt key, and I'm going to cut that, and I'm going to cut that, and I'm going to cut that, and I'm going to cut that. See, it just helps me think about what to do instead of trying to go after it all. Now, because we group the lines together, we can move them out of the way. Now I'm going to Control G to group it. I'm going to go ahead and hit P to put it in the center of the page, which really doesn't matter, but I want it in the center of the page. And I'm going to rotate it 90 degrees. I'm going to left click, right click, and this is something I did in part 1. I'm going to take a 2-point line, but I'm going to have to do something a little bit different in this one. I'm going to go, and I have to basically, well, let's do this. Always group it together so you can get rid of it. And I'm just going to get the Smart Fill tool and fill in all the little squares or the little object. And you can see my diagonal lines. Because I grouped that together, I can grab it and move it out of the way. Now I need to group this together, Control G. And it's already set in my way I need it. So I'm going to go ahead and left click, right click, and I'm going to show you how I actually did it, made it a little bit better. I am going to make it an ellipse and hit P, and then Control D and make a second ellipse and just bring it in a little bit. Then I'm going to get, this is in part 1 if you didn't watch, it's not named part 1 because I didn't know I was going to do this. And then rotate it 10 degrees, Control D, and mirror it so you have 20 degrees. Take your Smart Fill tool and move that out of the way. Let me go ahead and get rid of this one so I won't mess up. Now this is our envelope form. So I'm going to left click, right click. I'm going to grab our item. I can move it. I can't move the other one. And I'm going to go to, let me close the contour, go to Effect and Envelope Form, pick Create Envelope from this shape. Now we're going to see here in just a second if it fits. I'm going to shift select that. I'm going to go EC. And then I'm going to just take this over here and look at my lines. And just like in the first one, my lines are overhanging. So I did a little trick last time. I'm going to do a different trick this time. Those lines are overhanging. So I'm going to, okay, what I got to do now to get it out of envelope form, I'm going to, whoop, well, that worked, but it filled everything in. Tell you what I'm going to have to do. Let me go to Effects, let me excuse me, Object, and let Group All. And now it's not in envelope form. But what I want to do now is take these it's still in envelope form, clear envelope form. Well, see, that messes everything up. Let me see if I can't just do it. Tell you what I can do. This is all ungrouped. I'm going to combine it. And now look, the envelope form is gone. And I can grab these 4 nodes and I'm going to right click and break it apart. By doing that, I can take my virtual segment delete key and delete those lines. Shape tool, try to just get the 4 nodes. I didn't break them apart. Grab the 4 nodes, right click your mouse, break apart. Then you can cut these lines. And what that is going to do, it's going to be overhanging. So now let's just take our lines away, because I'm pretty sure it's going to work. Normally I would back those out of the way. So Control D, Alternate C, rotated that 20 degrees, and look at that. Now our lines aren't over, it's almost perfect. But we're gonna actually don't care about that. And I'm gonna go Control D, Alternate C, and rotate it 40 degrees, and then go all the way around. Now what I'm gonna do is take all this and weld it, and then I can just turn it yellow and move it out of the way and take away my outline, and see those black lines that were overhanging. Wow, got a little separation there. Why did that happen? Man, I just did this 2 minutes ago. See, those are overhanging. Let me back up. What we might have to do it another way. Let me just back up till we have 1. Well, you know what? That's not going to work. And then whenever it moves over, I'm still going to move one of them up. See, I had 2 copies. Let's try this one more time. Control D, Alternate C, rotate it to 20 degrees. Look at our lines. See, they're overhanging. I wonder if we just well, let's go ahead and go forward. Let's try it one more way. Control D, Alternate C, and see, a lot of times your rotation didn't come up, but go 40 degrees, Control D. Now, we can do it 2 ways, and I think this is the way I'm going to do it. I'm going to go ahead and group this together, Control G, and then I'm going to smart fill it with black. Now, it's going to be tedious, but this is, now that okay, there we go. It's perfect. It just happened to work. Now let's take away, see, the smart fill actually leaked, but I don't care, because now I can turn that yellow. Whoop. Not as smart as I thought it was. Let me grab it all and weld it, and then turn it all yellow. It's a curve. You know what? Let's try this. This is another little trick, I guess you'd call it. Look at that. Now it's yellow. Must have had the black on top. No, that's still those lines. What did I do wrong? Let me take those black ones. See if I can't grab them. Yep. Okay. Now, I'm going to delete all this. Okay. Go up to Object and break the curve apart. And then you can delete these other things. Now, really all I want is yellow, but I'm going to have to get rid of all this junk first. And here's a good little trick. Hit F4 on your keyboard and then you only have that, but we want to get rid of that. Now, this is all, well, if this works, it would be perfect. Okay, it worked. And our lines are gone. What I was going to do is you could do find and replace the black with yellow. But when I forgot, the biggest thing is I needed to break the curve apart to get rid of that. Now let's take a black box. A little bit more in depth than I wanted to really show off, but I hope you learned something there. And that is awesome. A woven pattern. Hope that helps somebody someday, and thank you for watching.